And returning to our top story on election results in Jammu and Kashmir, we're joined by Ajay Gudavarthy. He's the Associate Professor at Jawaharlal Nehru University, speaking to us live from New Delhi. Professor, we have elections as well in Haryana, as well as there's a state and the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. But a win for the BJP certainly in Haryana, which is looking increasingly likely, would not be equivalent in stature and consequence to a win in Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, absolutely. Jammu and Kashmir has been a disputed territory in India, a conflict zone, and it has the potential to polarize the Hindu-Muslim kind of a pan-India narrative. In that sense, I think the results and the outcome in Jammu and Kashmir have a national significance as far as the BJP's national electoral strategy is concerned. Haryana is a more regional, it's a smaller state close to Delhi. But if BJP actually manages, we only have the leads right now, but if actually BJP manages a third term, this is going to be historical and unprecedented victory for the BJP. And in that sense, I think Haryana will gain a new kind of significance that would have been missing otherwise.
All right, we talk about narrative and we return to Jammu and Kashmir. That for the BJP, this election was its chance to say normality has returned to Jammu and Kashmir. Development is now the order of the day in Jammu and Kashmir. If it should not get a majority or not even have, as was predicted in exit polls, a hung assembly, what does that say about the BJP's narrative in terms of Jammu and Kashmir?
BJP, this after the abrogation of Article 370 in 2014, this is the first time BJP there's an election after the abrogation of Article 370, and BJP came up with the slogan of Naya Kashmir, that is New Kashmir, which is leaving behind its ethnic, religious character, laying more emphasis on development, infrastructure, and employment. That is the narrative that BJP wished to set. But as the results show, BJP has made no headway in the valley. It is a blank. They are not winning, but they are able to consolidate their vote in the Jammu region, which is a Hindu-dominated region. They are winning 29 seats. But of course, it will be the National Congress and the Indian National Congress which are coming back to power. And the primary issue, please go ahead.
Pardon me. If it was a case of development, so they could have provided, say, in terms of infrastructure, jobs, better cost of living issues, better addressing of these cost of living issues, that would have been able to help the people in Jammu and Kashmir, whatever their makeup in terms of religion there, to transcend any notions of Hindu versus Muslim. If they had appealed to cost bread and butter issues, does that suggest that the BJP has not made enough progress on bread and butter issues, not just on addressing Muslim concerns?
That's right. That's absolutely the case, that the BJP, in terms of a narrative, pitched this development versus religion kind of an issue. But post-abrogation, and for last 10 years, there is an all-time high unemployment in Kashmir, which is 21.15%, well above the national average of 7%. There have been no new infrastructural development, which are very significant in Kashmir. So in that sense, I think development has been a non-starter. Had BJP pushed a large-scale development in Kashmir, perhaps the issue would have been different. But apart from that, there is also the issue of statehood, that the BJP withdrew, converted Jammu and Kashmir, which was a full state, into a union territory, directly under the governance of the central government through the lieutenant governor in Kashmir. That's the major issue in this election, that people of Kashmir are wanting statehood back in order to get development, that they no longer think that development is feasible when they're being ruled from the center without the regional parties and regional leadership coming into play.
Just to make clear, statehood, now, because both Mr. Gandhi in Congress as well as Mr. Modi himself They have both suggested they might be open to returning statehood to Jammu and Kashmir, but that is not the same as reinstating or putting back in place Article 370. So from special semi-autonomy to statehood to union territory right now, if Jammu and Kashmir were to get statehood back, would that change options for the people in that region?
Yes, there are three divisions or three issues, correlated issues. One, as you suggested, Article 370. Then there is issue of Article 35A, which gives special provisions for local residents, domicile citizens in terms of priority in local employment and protection of their land, in the sense that outsiders from Jammu and Kashmir cannot buy land in Kashmir. So people are expecting, there has been an increase in voter turnout in this election, and the primary issue is in terms of getting statehood back for people, so that Article 35A especially, their focus is 35A should be reinstated with that special provision for employment and land protection for the local residents in the valley. In that sense, statehood, even without Article 370, becomes extremely important. I think people think that if statehood is coming back, chief ministers would have more powers and they'll have a better bargaining capacity with the center in terms of bringing back some of the old provisions, special provisions that Kashmir enjoyed.
Oh, thanks for that, Ajay Gudavarthy, Associate Professor at Jawaharlal Nehru University. Thanks for joining us this evening.